country of India. It is that country on a Sunday morning. What better way to wake up to it?
I'm playing. Virat Kohli player will be from the
Visit Mitch Marsh. Won the toss. Quite overcast, cool conditions. It's going to be bouncy. It's not going to be a bit of swing and seam. Particularly with India, wherever they play their cricket. This fixture for Sharma, who did such a great job. Fine form. As we look through stats, we outline a new, more contemporary look of change.
area. You saw the tour of England, and you're seeing it is how quickly they adapt to them. And now they're out
on this format, and of course, we get mid on. Mitchell Starc against Shubman Gill. His first one-day international, and so to Rav, and that Mitchell 10 years
and a catch here today, but that's a good matchup.
Us through the middle there with Patel and Sean Marsh presenting the captain. Around a long time, he's been a stellar. Controls. Dark.
See the Mets start trying to.
It's a wicket in the first over. The big delivery. Through the line, a little bit of shape and a big. That's the one you've got to be looking for. Nice in these conditions. Orisic is more of a swing. The Indian Premier League.
The difference. I think 2 Australian.
Into a right-hander, and you mentioned the use of it.
Captain's try and make a wild this morning.
This particular thing. That has been for
strength. So very controlled. Didn't try and hit it too hard.
So he's making the batsman play. Beautiful. Showed that touch of class and all the promise and plain sailing as
just 6 for the
series. He sort of tests. Aaron always been a class player. Well, escape between these two nations. Australia troublesome for them to get any defeat for the country, but they formed out earlier this year, so they second.
And that's their strength, I think. There is swing out there.
Upish. Thought he was in the spliced it in the time opened up, so he's looking at some down the ground. It's man live.
He's done well here.
To the Australian depth from ODI cricket. Is he back into his career? Out loss. Last game against South Africa when they rested completely outplayed. Field. It's often opportunities in this. Some young player. Nothing too flamboyant. The other batch cricket here.
Lost.
I mean, this is the Australian team, so if you're in here, you're thinking, well, guys, a bit less experience. Tags, he nibbles, and he high fives.
Just nibble will get forward. Catch it with Sharma and was to depart.
But can we let that go? Maybe a bit of test match, we tested out on that exact same.
Because of that extra.
Hazelwood. Just the high top of batsman will let many balls go. The line up line when he pushes that hard.
Yeah, the line was good.
Matt Renshaw.
Length a little shorter.
No, just talking about the ball cricket. It's what the players talk about. Red and orange shaded areas. Well, then maybe on your Sydney, or he's one of the best. Obviously, Pat Cummins not playing. Sure. For deliveries that was slower, subcontinental pitches, he would have quite close on, but he scored his last test. Treacherous pitch is one of the best hundreds I've seen. You think of it in front of the wicket, and those.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a skill of Starc. You think it's a right hand, just the angle of the seam, went across its line. You've got to play at it. Work here from the Australian opening attack.
I think you're right to mark this.
High off the edge. One. Not a lot of experience there, Renshaw Philippe. Pressure continued. 16 deliveries. No runs off the bat for the last 15 good balls. Bring that doctor in early. Slightly over the pitch.
Yes, he was quick to bounce on it at 90 when you push back.
That's a shocking player at the ball. Slightly over the pitch. Player to watch when he's in form. 21.
On the breeze moving across the ground as well.
Tino area. Bish, Conley. Second time pitching start. It's a huge, as big a wicket as you threw him wide.
Again, looking to catch.
And look easy.
On and now without pulling, without troubling them.
I almost feel that coming. It's not an easy place to field there. Yeah, very, very happy. 140k an hour. One, that's already the first perfect scenario for Mitchell Stark. Conditions beautiful. Been very much test match. Yeah, I think that's where India have got to really let the ball go. Yeah, that's
So that the playbook as well. That you can expect that. You're right. Expect that. And it's a massive in that area, and can come into play.
It's rather than you look up and you know it's always going to be tempting. Control. So cheated Mitchell Stark in that. 24, Rohit Sharma gone, Virat Kohli and Brad Hack.
As we're watching around Australia, around the world, Brad Haddon and the visitors, Kohli and Sharma, be here in Perth. And the two big Shubman kill Shreyas Iyer slips in place. You, Bradley? World class. Since it's a pleasure to watch it. It can be a daunting. Enjoy the challenge. The players got 400. But they're all behind him. Inter spent a lot of time front. He's got confidence in his own just bounce in this Perth pit. We've seen a couple of short balls from the Australian. We'll have a look at the end of 8 overs. Australia on top. You talked about Shreyas Iyer moving around all over the place, Brad. To the attack for the first time. That's one wicket. India in trouble. Well, a little bit fortuitous there. Over the moon. Shubman Gill, he shakes his head down the leg side. Just a little. That's a big wicket for Australia. His first child recently, Nathan Ellis.